Hey, real estate rock stars, welcome to the whole enchilada of real estate investing, the only podcast that serves up the full feast of street smart strategies to build wealth and take control of your financial future. I'm Lou Brown, and I've been in the real estate game since 1976, so I've learned how to make the whole plate worth it. Each week, I'll be dishing out creative financing hacks and proven systems that help investors build multi-million-dollar businesses. No fluff, just the good stuff straight from the source. Ready to dig in and start making deals? Let's get to it. All right, welcome everyone to another edition of the whole enchilada of real estate investing. And I am so excited today to have Emmanuel. He is going to tell us all about himself. And man, I'm telling you, we are going to be able to learn some great things about what to do and how to do it in this amazing world of real estate. But he's got a great background. So Emmanuel, take it away, baby. Tell us about you.
Thank you, Lou. So excited to be here. Hi, my name is Emmanuel Ifeanyi Ifediba. I was born in Nigeria, immigrated to the United States when I was two. Grew up in Los Angeles, California, where I attended Loyola High School, and then I went to Santa Clara University, where I majored in finance, minored in real estate and ethics studies. Growing up, I grew up in a very low-income household, but watching my dad purchase real estate and slowly become a developer overall really showed me the power for real estate and the power of the generational wealth in which it accrues. I worked at Deloitte and then Accenture, and now I just recently started my MBA at Berkeley Haas and trying to become a real estate developer in the future. So super excited to be here. And I was a realtor during this past year and a half, where I was able to sell condos in the Los Angeles area and helping first-time home buyers in that process as well.
First time home buyers. It's such a beautiful thing. Well, thank you for giving us a little background on you. And I tell you, it's so diverse, right? It's you've been there, done that to a lot of different experiences. Number one, I have been to Lagos, Nigeria. I have spoken there, spent 9 days there. It was an amazing experience and definitely something that I'll cherish for my whole life. My wife and I got to travel there along with a number of speakers from the United States, and we put on a show for 3 days. It was fantastic. And was able to turn on a lot of Nigerians into who we are and what we do with the house monster. And the house monster is our concept of find the buyer before you buy. So you're not stuck with buying the wrong house in the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time and getting the wrong contractor and everything else. It's just better to start with a buyer. So we love it when we can connect with real estate agents and talk about what they do, and we like to get their leftovers. So we like to serve the agents by saying, look, isn't it terrible when you have to say to someone, hey, I can't be of service to you because you've got this ding on your credit, you need this score, you have to have this much down. And we love to work with those folks. So we work hand in hand with a lot of real estate investors as well as real estate agents. So it's exciting to have you on board today. Now,
Excited to be here.
tell us a little bit about your background because you said something about comedy as it relates to business. Now, tell us how that fits.
Yeah, great question. So I was just more preference. I was admitted to Berkeley at 21 as a deferred MBA student. How that works is I had guaranteed acceptance in 3 years. So I deferred my MBA for 3 years. So in that time, I really wanted to push myself outside my comfort zone. So I did stand-up comedy in LA, performed at places such like the Comedy Chateau, the Laugh Factory, and like all sorts. Like I've done over like 20 shows and I absolutely loved it. And I realized that like when like people hear humor, but like when you have to study what makes people laugh, it makes you so much more personal. It makes you so much more people like you more, much way more friendlier to like when you're talking to just regular people on the day to day. So I love stand-up comedy. I really suggest for everyone to do it.
So your advice is get a joke or two or three, right? And get real comfortable giving that joke over and over and over again, right?
Exactly. I'm more on the improv, man. Like, people are like, tell me a joke, and I'm like, look at yourself, like things like that. Like, I'm very much a crowd work kind of person.
Oh, crowd work. Oh, yeah, that's so much fun, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I'm a veteran of cruise ships, and I love all the comedy clubs on the cruise ships and stuff like
Ah,
that.
nice.
It's just a lot of fun. My friend, you are in the world of money in LA, California, that's for sure. The land of plenty, the land of wonderful things. In fact, my daughter and son-in-law are in theater and they moved to LA
Nice.
just a year ago. And so they are definitely into that world for sure.
Okay.
And my daughter is the founder of the Fringe Festival here in Atlanta, and she tours Fringe festivals all over the world. So it's really a cool thing that they were able to enjoy. They love it out there, and it's been a fun thing for them for sure. So tell us about you breaking into real estate in LA, California, which is not an easy place to break into
Yeah.
real estate.
Yeah. So, I mean, first it was the idea of getting the license. I had to take the test 3 times. They kept failing it. Didn't really know how to study for it. Didn't really know what they're asking for. So just the perseverance and first like having the courage to say I want to be a realtor, while in addition to still working a full-time job. So having to study on weekends and watch. I was like living, breathing, eating real estate videos for 4 months. Man, it was very difficult. And then after, once you get your license, like you're like, ooh, I got this piece of paper, right? And then you get just 300 emails and 300 mails just in your inbox, like, come join my brokerage, come join my brokerage, come join my brokerage. Like, we're the best ever. Like, we do this and that. And for the brokerages, it's free. You know what I mean? Like, they're essentially like, like, why not? But one brokerage that really stood out to me was Century 21. I ignored all the mails for like 2, 3 weeks for like a month or two that I was just focused on my job. And they wrote me handwritten notes in regards to, hey, this is the fourth time we contact you. Hey, this is the fifth time we contacted you. Hey, this is the sixth and final time we contacted you. And especially as a real estate agent, you're supposed to be persistent. You're supposed to be like continue to go on. So the fact that first they handwritten note from the person at top was really amazing. In addition, like they're persistent. I could immediately tell that like they put their money where their mouth is in terms of persistence, in terms of quality of training. And now Century 21 Union in Torrance. So I've been a proud Century 21 Union realtor since like a year and a half now. It's been absolutely fantastic. I was able to sell my first condo in January of this year, and that was a really, really dope experience. And I've been very, very happy with them and their trainings and everything that they do.
Yeah, and I noticed that one. That one's over $1 million that you're
Yeah.
able to sell. That's congratulations,
Thank you. Thank you.
and
Very
that's
grateful.
definitely very cool that you are in the industry. You know how to spell deed. It's amazing.
Oh, exactly,
So,
exactly.
yeah, it's a fun thing, definitely, with that whole experience. And one of the things you just taught us is the power of follow up, right? That you would have not joined Century 21 had it not been for their persistence, had it not been for their powerful follow up. And guys, that is such a powerful, important takeaway, because if you don't understand, that's exactly how it works, that
Yeah,
typically you don't
yeah,
get the deal on the first or the second or the third contact. You get your deals on the fifth through the 10th contact with people. And I have proven this over and over and over again in my over 40 years of being in the business of buying, holding, and selling real estate. I can tell you that the gold is in the follow up. So thank you for that wise
of
takeaway.
course, of course, of course. I mean, as you know, it's just persistence. Consistency is key.
Amen. Amen. So you breaking in, what was a surprise to you in jumping into the world of real estate?
That's a great question. I think the biggest surprise to me I feel was it's the day to day of realtors. It is a lot of cold calling, it's a lot of it's because, especially because it's such an unstructured industry, like you have to create your own structure. You have to create your own 9 to 5, you know? No one's gonna come on your lap and be like, hey, here's this deal. Hey, here's this opportunity, right? You have to really curate like find your people, find your audience. You have to let people know that you're doing real estate. So one way in which I did this was I do these combining my comedy and content creation backgrounds. I like did running tours of houses where I'd literally like I'd be like, hey, this is what 1.15 this is what 1.5 million gets you in Gardena, California. And then I'd run through the house in under like a minute and a half, right? Talking really fast about it and stuff like that. It's silly, but stuff like that, I have a cross-platform following of 40,000. Oh, you only need one person. Like you only need one person to like see that and be like, hey, like, oh my God, I love this. I love the videos you make. Like I've been interested in this or that. You know what I mean? And for me, that was a way more efficient way than like cold calling 20 people, was just to consistently post once a week, once every other week, about here's what it buys you, here's what you can get. Even the people who don't want to ever want to buy houses, they just love looking at the videos, love looking at different houses and stuff like that. And I feel like that sets me apart as a real estate agent for sure.
Man, that is so brilliant. Connecting with social media. That's another takeaway, guys, is you have the opportunity to get your message to the market and you have the ability to connect when you are unique, different, attractive. People want to see what you have to say. They want to follow you because they're so interested in what you're doing. So think about that. Think about unique, different, and something that people want to know. So I love the idea of running through a house in a minute and a half and saying, this is what you get for this much money in this location. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And definitely because of the fact that you're also attracted to first time homebuyers and people that are, they don't know how to spell real estate. They don't know how to spell deed, right? So
Exactly,
they need
exactly.
somebody like you.
Exactly. You're speaking the language, man. Especially when it looks so friendly and nice, for sure.
Excellent. So, somebody that's just jumping into the business, given your background already, what would your advice be?
My first advice would be the brokerage you pick really matters. I feel like like a good solid chunk of real estate agents never sell a piece of real estate or never really get any deals. And I feel like especially in that first year, year and a half, it's really, really important for you to do training. It's really important to know exactly like you gotta get mentored by people better than you or people who are in the business, in the weeds, doing the thing, because real estate is very, very difficult and it's a very test of consistency and persistence and stuff like that. And then my other piece of advice is just remain consistent. Like be yourself, be your authentic self, and like continue to follow and continue to help your clients.
Emmanuel, I couldn't agree more. This is so important. Get the education, right? You might not know how to swim and then you jump in the deep end. Well, you could drown.
Exactly.
You don't know what you don't know, right? You,
Exactly.
you need to get in that other end of the pool and test the waters and test some things
Exactly.
out and give
Exactly.
it time. Give it the opportunity to be what it is that we all are learning machines and we do have to give the energy and commit the time in order to learn what there is to learn. So,
Exactly.
very great advice there.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, exactly.
Beautiful thing, man. And so, as we journey together in the next foray, what do you think about today's market?
Whew, that's a great question. I think it's just hard because I feel like both the prices of the homes haven't really budged to a point to where they've gone cheap enough. Because usually when interest rates rise, usually home prices correct themselves, right? I feel we have this situation where they're both sticky and they're both high. And so you're just seeing a lot of people just not buying. So as a result of that, I feel like home prices are slowly but surely going down. Or in the case of some of my clients, like I'm mostly focused on the Culver City condo market. In that market, because there's so many more homes than people able to buy the homes, they're bidding against each other. right? So people may think that like, oh my God, like I'm unable to purchase right now. But you'd be surprised by how much lower these condos will go just to compete against one amongst each other. Like I was able to save my client, which I sold 50,000 because we were bidding against like six different homes, you know. I mean, we showed the offers, we showed the proof. We were like, hey, this price or nothing. And like the seller's agent will try to drive a hardball, but at the end of the day, like if the house has been sitting for 8 months, what's the holding cost on that? You're still paying the mortgage, still paying it. Like at the end, some clients just want to get, some of the owners just want to get rid of their homes as quick as possible.
That's right. That's so true. Definitely, they're concerned about which direction the market's going in. And like you say, they have to write that check every single month. Not only that, they got condo fees. And especially if they're not living there, oh my gosh. So, to
Exactly.
be honest with you, I hate condos. And I stay away from condos unless I've got a customer. Now, if I've got a customer that can qualify, then I'm going to go buy a condo. But I'm going to buy it right, buy it cheap, buy it with seller financing. I'm going to
Exactly.
buy it creatively. I'm not
Exactly.
going to banks. I'm not qualifying for loans. This is what I teach. And it's so powerful when you look at it from a different point of view, right? So you
Exactly.
saw, hey, this thing's been sitting on the market. You sold it for 1.150, is that right?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
beautiful. So they listed it for 1.2. It didn't work. They had it on the market. How many days on the market was it?
It was on the market for 322 days.
Oh, there's your sign.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
your sign of a
Exactly.
mispriced property, guys. When a
Exactly.
property starts to stale on the market, it starts to hang out on the market for a while,
Exactly.
man, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty for nobody. So,
No, no.
you were able to come in, I think, with a strong offer there. And
Exactly.
congratulations
Exactly.
on that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All
They were
glory to God.
smart to take it too.
Yeah, I feel like they're like, oh my God, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. They made all sorts of excuses, but I'm very happy that my client was able to hang strong and repurchase the home. Very-
Very great. So, as you journey, have you considered investing in real estate?
For sure, that's always the goal, right? Is to sell enough properties to buy. I feel like in this coming year, I will like next year, I would like to purchase something.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's our world is buying, holding, and selling. We sell while we hold, and we hold while we sell. So we've
Right.
got a customer in there that's pre-qualified. They move in, they're giving us a hunk of money down, and then they pay us along the way. That's what we call bits and pieces. So we got
Nice.
bits and pieces of money along the way. Then we get a chunk of money at the end when they can qualify for a new loan at the bank or they win the lottery or whatever happens.
Oh, I
And
love
we
it.
get paid out. So we've got a long term relationship with our clients instead of a short term. And
Nice.
as a result of that, we're able to sell the property at, frankly, above market. And we're able to maximize the premium that is available when you become the bank for your customer, as
Hmm.
opposed to going to the bank and qualifying for a loan. Any A credit buyer can go to the bank, qualify for a loan. But what about the BCD buyers? Well, there's some good people in there, and many of them have down payment money. They've got businesses, but the bank doesn't love them. And so as a result, you can't help them, but we can.
Exactly.
These are
Exactly.
exactly the kind of people we can work with. A nice down payment and ability to pay on a monthly basis. Then we can go find them something that works for them. And you, as a real estate agent, you get the best of all worlds because then you even get a commission on finding the property that you're going to purchase. So it
Exactly.
works out quite beautifully. Well, man, you have been a wealth of great information. And what can we do to help you?
I would love to. I mean, I would love to join you in that like affordable home buying prop like in the future. So I'll definitely keep in touch with me and within the next year, I'd love to utilize your services for sure.
That's a beautiful thing. And
Yeah.
how do people connect with you?
My social media, Ifeanyi Ifediba on Instagram. Ifeanyi, My email, ifeanyi4000 @gmail.com. Feel free to contact me whenever. Yeah, super excited to hear from you.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Emmanuel, you've been amazing and giving us great information. Guys, learn to do what is necessary to do, be committed, do the follow up, and you will win at this game, as has been proven over and over and over again. You have no reason to fail at this game except for you. You are the only variable in the formula. We got the formula, we got the system, we got the tools, the training, the technology, and the
Exactly.
team. It is
Exactly.
up to you to cause your business to occur. And so, congratulations for being here today. And over and out from Lou Brown. Yeah, baby. What do you got to say, Emmanuel?
Over and out. Keep going. Appreciate you so
Yeah,
much, Lou.
baby. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for being here today.
Of course, of course.
Thanks for tuning in to the whole enchilada of real estate investing. I hope you're feeling ready to take your investing game to the next level. If you're serious about building wealth, you won't want to miss the Millionaire Jumpstart. It's a 3-day live event that's perfect for any level of investor. Whether you're just getting started or you're looking to scale, this can be one of the final steps of making real wealth happen. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now at millionairejumpstart.com and get ready to make big moves in your real estate journey. I'm Lou Brown. Until next time, keep hustling, and remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how smart you play the game.